Hi everyone, it's Kino here. Thanks so much for tuning in to this meditation for emotional balance and stress relief. Come to a comfortable seated position, close your eyes, and let's begin with a few moments of mindfulness. Be aware of your breath, the breath moving in, the breath moving out, noticing the rhythm, the pace, the quality, and the texture of your breath as it moves in and out of the body. In the beginning of the practice of mindfulness, the effort to remain steadfastly focused on the breath helps train the mind, calling your energy, your awareness back into presence, back into yourself, away from the cycles of thoughts, into the simple reality of what is. Practice remaining calm and equanimous while staying focused on the breath. You might find it helpful to draw your attention inside your nostrils, along the upper lip, around the rim of the nostrils, and inside your nose. Just feel the breath on this small area of attention. As you tune into the breath on this small area of attention, the mind gets more and more precise, and the frequency of thought slows down, the mind calms down, so that you can better tune in to the soft, subtle reality underneath the frequency of thoughts. But begin with the basics. Notice in as you breathe in, out as you breathe out, the temperature, the texture, the rhythm, and the pace of your breath. Each time you notice your mind tends to move away towards other thoughts, just gently come back to the breath. Each time you notice that the mind has drifted away, remain neutral, equanimous, non-judgmental, and just observe. With no drama, with no story. Mind has gone away. And then just ask the mind to come back and speak to yourself, your mind, as though you're speaking to someone you love dearly. Hey, my friend, it's okay you've gone away. I forgive you. Let's just come on back to the breath. Hey, my friend, I noticed that you were caught in a stream of thought. Let's come on back to the breath. Let's give it one more try. And in this way, you're training yourself not only in the wonderful tool of mindfulness, but in the deeper and more meaningful aspect of compassion, self-compassion. Each time the mind wanders away and you choose not to react negatively, you choose not to buy into the story of this or that, you just remain friendly, calm, compassionate, and call your mind back to the breath. Each time you do that, you practice self-compassion, generating kindness towards yourself, even amidst struggles and failures. If the mind can only be peaceful and kind when everything is sunny, when everything goes your way, the mind is untrained and lacks true compassion. But here, as you practice mindfulness, you learn to generate compassion in success and in failure. And this is the key to emotional balance and stress relief. Practicing the active state of compassion regardless of external circumstances, so that you can learn to love your success, love your failure, and remain friendly, as though the inner state of sunshine is always available for you. So while the technique seems simple, while it feels like you're just bringing your attention back to the breath, recognize that you're actually retraining the habit pattern of the mind and moving very, very deeply to shift the vibration of thought, to shift the energy that is contained in repetitive thoughts, to shift old stuck emotions. And after many years of this mindfulness training that grounds you both in the faculty of concentration and a compassionate heart, wisdom and compassion in equal measure, then you will experience true, lasting inner peace, radiant happiness, and the truth of who you are. So notice if there are any strong emotions that might be present in your life. If you feel plagued by depression, anxiety, irritation, outbursts of anger, temper, or anything else that seems to be uncontrollable, remember, emotions are just clouds rolling through the sky-like nature of mind. Like weather, they give you an indication of the atmosphere of your inner world, but you are not your emotions. So, whenever you find yourself caught in a tumultuous emotional storm, remember this technique of mindfulness and observe. Emotion is present, back to the breath. Sadness is present, back to the breath. Anxiety is present, back to the breath. If it helps you, you can identify what the embodied state of these intense emotions may be, and recognize that sooner or later the emotion will pass. As long as you don't add more fuel to the fire, as long as there's no craving or clinging, the natural shelf life of the emotion is quite short. So back to the breath, over and over again. Tap into a space of true identity, limitless, expansive self, the spark of the spirit within you, and transcend. Similarly, if there's stress and anxiety in your life, problems that seem insolvable, situations that seem completely out of your control, frustrating, irritating, annoying, recognize that these sensations have arisen, that this reaction pattern is there, and observe. Anxiety, stress is present. And then come back to the breath. In as you breathe in, out as you breathe out. Don't try to solve anything. Recognize that worrying is present. And if it helps you, notice the embodied state of worrying. You might, for example, notice tension in the neck, heating sensations, or any other thing that seems to arise with any strong emotion, whether it's stress, anxiety, irritation, frustration, sadness, anger, depression. Whatever is, simply is. It is not right or wrong. If you resist the feeling of being stressed, if you resist your depression, your anger, you lock yourself into an antagonistic relationship with it. Instead, we are practicing mindfulness, which is true compassion, acceptance, and understanding. So when you say sadness is present, you drop the resistance. When you recognize stress is present, you drop your fight against the stress and give it permission to leave when it's ready. And then redirect the mind back to the breath, back to the breath, back to the breath. When the waters of the mind still, even for a moment, here or there, you can peer deeper down into the truth of who you really are. Indeed, the spark of the eternal spirit that is the fire of your life. There is a transcendent peace. Even a moment in communion with your true inner being allows you to transcend all of the arising and passing of emotions, thoughts, and tap into a deeper layer of truth, of beingness. Now bring your attention to your heart center. Perhaps there's a spark of that divine light that you can feel, or get an intimation towards, almost like a glimmer, a memory. And as you feel yourself heart-centered, plant the words deep in the center of your heart. I am peaceful. I am filled with an eternal peace. I tap into a peace that passes all understanding. My sense of self is rooted in the spirit. Who I am is limitless. I contain within me the spark of the divine. I am blessed. I am whole. Feel the expansive nature of the heart. Allow yourself to expand outward so that you can, for a moment, lend your energy with the entire universe, with every plant and animal, every cloud, every particle of energy, every human being, the planets, the solar system, the galaxy, the whole universe, and the energy of the universe. What you could feel is the heartbeat of the universe, the threads that connect all things. Feel through the vibration of the heart. May all beings, may the whole universe rest in peace, rest in harmony, rest in love, compassion. Then bring your attention back to your breath. Notice your breath moving in, breath moving out. And then allow yourself a long, conscious, deep breath in. And as you exhale, softly open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me on this meditation. I hope you feel a little bit of peace, harmony, and love in your life today and every day. Namaste.